We went on a road trip this week to Destin, Florida to find my super favorite restaurant, McGuire's Irish Pub. And on the way there, it's crazy that you pass these beware of bear signs and you're only 30 minutes from the ocean, but there are posts of bears swimming in the ocean down there at Destin. There's three ways to get there. One way has a toll, but you go across this really magnificent bridge across the bay. And then the other two ways here, which we took. But this one also takes you past the Elgin Air Force Base Museum. And they have all these cool planes out front. And it's actually a free museum. And one day we're going to make it there. We ended up going across these series of bridges that connect Destin to Crestview to Navarre to Fort Walton, Mary Esther. And I like to imagine what these homes are like right off the outlets and inlets right here during a thunderstorm or hurricane. And right before you get to our destination, you come upon the series of little towns that I found fascinating with the little cinema and the giant bridge. And you can see the tourism coming through in these areas. But they this kept is where a giant Class A pulled up beside us. Thank goodness we was only in the truck. These lanes were narrow, and getting up on the bridge under construction right here was pretty narrow, and it made us paranoid in the dually. Especially would have made us paranoid if we was hauling the RV. I couldn't tell you how long they've been working on this bridge, but it's pretty awesome feeling when you drive up on it and you see out in the water and the houses for a while. When we get to the overpass right there, that opens up my favorite part of the trip, which is seeing the water on both sides as far as you can see. I'm sure this stretch of the road right here floods when a hurricane comes in because it's extremely low water, if not under sea level elevation. But it's pretty awesome to look at. This is all part of Elgin Air Force Base, but they also have outlets so you can still access the ocean beyond the dunes and seawall. When we got to McGuire's, this place was hopping full of people. It was one of the rare Sunday brunches, so we had to park in the lower parking lot. But this really great, nice guy in a little golf cart that worked for McGuire's shuffled us back and forth up the hill, so it wasn't a big deal. We met Matt at McGuire's, and I just love this place with the decor and the food's really great. A little on the expensive side, but you get enough portions that it makes it definitely worth it. And their 18-cent Senate bean soup appetizer, I've tried to duplicate and never quite get it. I love the side of some of these places as you're coming into Destin and wonder what they're like. Their lives are actually like there. And here you got Crab Island where everybody goes out and hangs out on the little sea shelf of sand there, the little sandbar. It's just so cool looking at it. Beach weather ain't nothing unless a sudden thunderstorm springs up during your travel and then clears right back up. Well, we made it back to Crestview and stopped at the Pick and Save, where it's cost plus 10% of each item, but there's the cheapest place to buy Milo's sweet tea at.